Okay, ladies, let's talk about menopause and all the wonderful things that come with it. This past week, I've experienced some really bad hot flash symptoms. Stuff like in the middle of the night, I'd wake up and I literally feel like my head was on fire. My body, I wasn't sweating real bad, but my head just felt like it was on fire. I was kicking covers off. I was hot. It was like a weird tingly hot. I was trying really hard not to wake my fiance up, because we both have to get up and go to work in the morning. And even though I get up way earlier than he does, I still didn't want to wake him up. And I'm laying there trying to figure out how to cool down. I got a ceiling fan above me. I don't want to get out of bed because it will stir the dogs. And, where am I going to go? Stand outside? It's just, I'm in South Carolina, so it's not been really cool at night lately either. So I'm laying there trying to cool down, covers off, just trying to get back to sleep because that alarm, that 3 a.m. alarm is going to go off really soon and I'm going to have to get ready to go to work. So I'm laying there just feeling like there's heat shooting out of the top of my head. My ears are hot, my face is hot, my neck is hot, just craziness. Well, I eventually managed to cool down and go back to sleep. I wake up absolutely freezing. Like my insides are cold. Like I get this weird shivering cold inside. And I cannot get the covers around me tight enough to warm up. Feet, they're like ice cubes. My neck, ears, everything's freezing. It's crazy. And we keep our temperature on around 68, 70 in the house at night. So it's not like it's cold in here for any reason. And of course, my fiance's got the covers kicked off of him, so I take all of his too, and then we end up in a battle over the covers because then he'll decide he wants them once I'm all covered up in them. When I finally get warmed up and cozy again, that lovely 3 a.m. alarm goes off. I'm like, I work at a grocery store, so I go in I have to be at work at 4 a.m. to make sure all the price tags are up, all the price changes are up, making sure everything is, ready for customers when they come in and that our prices are right. And then when I'm done with that, I walk the store, price tags fall off the shelves, that kind of fun stuff. And I help, bring in freight and third truck and check in vendors, things like that. Just depends on what needs to be done that particular day. So I'm dragging myself out of bed after getting, a wonderful, maybe 3-4 hours of solid sleep, if even that much. Get dressed, get to work, get in there and start doing my job. Everything's fine. I'm just got my little earbuds in. I'm jamming around the store, putting my tags up, making sure everything's priced right because, no customers are in there and it's quiet and it's peaceful. Then, all of a sudden, out of the blue, here they come again. I walk in the back warehouse. I have a jacket on because, I'm in a grocery store. And anybody who's ever shopped in a grocery store knows that it's cold in there. So I keep my little jacket on. Not anything real heavy, but enough to keep me feeling not as cold walking around that store. Especially if I've got to change prices in the coolers or the freezers or anything like that. So, boom, here it comes again. Head feels like there's a volcano coming out the top. My face is red, my ears are red. People are like, are you okay? Are you okay? You don't feel good? No, I'm good. Just another wonderful hot flash. I'm good. I go in, go stand in. I have coolers, I have freezers. I go stand in there. But it doesn't help. Ripping the jacket off, cleaning myself off, and the shirt, just trying to get cooled down. Nothing's helping, So it finally takes a few minutes and goes away. That wonderful 15 minutes feels like 20 hours. Okay, so that's exaggerating just a little bit. But, I finally get cooled down and I get back out on the floor. And I'm, you know, checking prices, making sure all the wine's right, because, you know, it's Friday and people are coming in for the weekend, and making sure all my wine is looking pretty. And all of a sudden I start getting that cold sensation again. Like my bones are cold inside of my skin, and I'm just getting this weird, like, freezing. And it's ridiculous. So I think, well, maybe I'm just getting sick. Maybe that's all it is. I'm sick. So I go up to the front. Of course, you know, with being in a grocery store, I go to the front and I check my blood pressure. I got a little blood pressure machine, you know, put the sleeve on my arm, check my blood pressure, making sure that, you know, that's okay. Maybe that's something going on there, because my ears are red and, you know, my neck's red, and just that blood pressure comes back fine, you know. I'm good. Well, fine as I can be for someone that just had a hot flash. So it's crazy that the way it works. 1 minute, I'm just bopping along, listening to my music, yeah, switching tags, moving product around, making sure all my tags match my product. Next thing you know, I feel like my head is going to explode like a volcano. I deal with them the best I can. I you know, it's still new. I mean, a lot of people maybe at my age have already gone through it. I've understood that, you know, this is something that happens. These hot flashes are fairly new to me. And learning how to deal with them and how to work with them and how to accept that they're going to be part of my life is difficult. And the hardest part is never knowing when. I mean, I get woke up in the middle of the night. I'm walking through the store. I'm driving down the road. Oh my God, the other day I was driving down the road. And I had to rip my jacket off while I'm, you know, doing all this at the red light, trying to get this stupid jacket off, seat belt and everything else. And then I clicked that AC up like super high. Hair's blowing. People are probably thinking I'm completely nuts when they're driving by me, because I look like I'm walking through a wind tunnel, because I'm short enough that my air conditioner vent's like right at my face. It's still a window. I roll the windows down too, because I'm thinking, well, you know, get as much air. Maybe I just need air. Maybe it's not that I need cold air. Maybe I just need air circulation. So I try the windows and turn the air off. Eventually, it calms down. It goes away. You know, I end up actually pulling over that time, because, you know, I've already ripped the jacket and the seatbelt and all this other stuff, and I don't want to injure other people on the road because I look like an idiot. It finally goes away. I get back on the road, I'm only driving, you know, 20 minutes to go home. All of a sudden, the cold comes back again. I'm just driving down the road. Turn the freaking heat on my feet, blowing in my face. It's 65 degrees outside. I don't understand, but it's become part of my life, part of who I am, part of what I have to deal with getting older. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I'm sure this is not the only symptom. And this is just the beginning of the wonderful hot flashes that are going to be coming my way. So, welcome to Menopause.